Yesterday, you probably saw headlines like this: Tesla beats Toyota as complete sales figures revealed. New electric vehicle sales triple in Australia with Tesla outstripping other makers. Which today was replaced by headlines like this: Tesla makes human error in sales data, but 2021 still a phenomenal year for EVs. Yes, clickbait titles like these, and indeed my video, #sorry not sorry, get clicks, but when you look into the numbers, you'll realize that despite Tesla being Australia's market leader for electric car sales, they aren't beating Toyota. They definitely aren't overtaking most other car makers. And those sales figures need exploration. And there is one thing that few are talking about that is particularly important in Australia and possibly a lot of other markets around the world. But first, what happened yesterday and today, and why are we in the electric vehicle community celebrating? Until yesterday, Tesla had never reported car sales in Australian car market. Why? I don't know. Maybe it's sensitive data, stock market concerns, or reality bites. Meaning that when it comes to comparing apples to apples, those sales figures are actually insignificant when compared to most other car makers. But thanks to a deal struck between the Electric Vehicle Council and Tesla, we now know how many Teslas were sold in 2020 and 2021. On Monday, it was reported by the EV Council and Tesla that they sold 15,054 vehicles in 2021. That's compared to 13,081 Toyota Camrys. This is big news and important, which I'll explore in a moment. In 2021, Tesla delivered worldwide 172,000 vehicles, and this year, with Giga Berlin and Texas coming online, they hope to achieve 2 million. That will place them ahead of Audi, but still well short of BMW, Kia, Hyundai, and importantly, Toyota. So let's revisit this headline, as today it got a correction. It turns out that due to human error, Tesla delivery figures for 2020 were erroneously added to the delivery figures for 2021. And then this vehicle was provided to Electric Vehicle Council, and it's all a big mess. So instead of 15,054 vehicles, Tesla Model 3 deliveries in 2021 were actually 12,094, meaning that the Toyota Camry still outsold Tesla's Model 3 by 1,000 units. But still, a Camry costs $40,000 to $55,000 compared to the Tesla Model 3, which starts at $65,000. This is still a win. Or is it? Market leader can be defined in many ways. Profit margin, vehicle sales, brand sales. There are many ways. I'll argue that Tesla is the market leader when it comes to three types of electric vehicles: the small to medium sized Model 3, the larger SUV, that is the Model X, and its luxury sedan, the Model S. The latter two, by the way, weren't available in Australia for 2021 and are pegged for re-release sometime in 2022 along with the Model Y. Common to all these cars is Tesla's great tech, and this growth in popularity of Teslas is a testament to them providing free, constant over-the-air updates, disrupting legacy car makers and challenging them to do better. Competition is a good thing. Another element that Tesla does mostly right is charging infrastructure. Superchargers along the east coast of Australia are plentiful. Western and Southern Australia, I don't get why you have so few, but hopefully this will be addressed by Tesla and private enterprise in the next few years. Tesla gets that electric vehicle adoption needs superchargers as well as level 2 destination chargers. A program of providing to businesses that apply for them free destination chargers, whereby the business will actually install them at their own costs. But what's in it for them? Tesla owners will hopefully patron that shop, winery, restaurant, or shopping center. For Tesla, it means that people learn about them and change their car brand because they want that assurance of having a charge where they want it at that moment in time. It's a win-win. Looking deeper into these headlines, the most astonishing thing here is that just one model from Tesla seeks to overthrow Toyota's Camry. And that's the Model 3, which starts at $65,000 and tops out at $95,000. With excellent acceleration, 400 kilometers of range at least, continuous software improvements, and that charging infrastructure that I spoke about, it ticks a lot of boxes. But returning to the story here, market share is about sales. It's about sales by brand, by sales by car, and also price. On the former, they outsold long-standing car brands like Lexus, Skoda, Volvo, Jeep, even though Tesla has only just one model for sale in 2021. But these headlines from the intro, well, unfortunately they can't be further from the truth. Toyota celebrated its 25th year as number one in Australia, despite ongoing chip shortages and supply chain issues. Even mainstream luxury brands like Mercedes-Benz shifted more vehicles than Tesla in 2021, selling 28,348 vehicles. That's more than double what Tesla sold. BMW, 24,891. Audi finished the year 17th with 16,003 sales. And Leyland DAF Vans, aka LDV, that's a SAIC motor-owned company, they did better than Tesla in 2021. By brand, that places Tesla in the top 20, which is impressive. They've only been here for 8 years and gobbled up sales from other car makers. But when you look at it by vehicle, a sad reality sets in. The Model 3 was beaten by Nissan Navara, Kia Sorento, MG ZS, Mazda CX-5, Hyundai i30, Toyota Corolla, Toyota RAV4, and others. All of them internal combustion engine variants, diesel, petrol, hybrid. So delving further, what's common amongst them? Toyota sold 5 out of the 10 cars and utes and SUVs in Australia. The average starting price of the 23 vehicles that beat Tesla's Model 3 was approximately $37,000. No matter how I sort this data, you find that only one vehicle that appeared in the top 20 charts was priced on average about $34,000. Need further convincing? This trendy infographic chart from drive.com.au shows December segment sales, and the majority of vehicle sales for passenger cars like the Model 3 cost less than $40,000. And this mirrors the full year for 2021. Sort by vehicle sale numbers, Tesla placed 23rd. Sort by price, from cheapest to most expensive, the Model 3 places 29th. Shout out, by the way, to the MG ZS EV, which was the next most popular EV in Australia with 1,388 sales. Which brings me to my clickbait title. What is the one thing Tesla needs to do to be successful? They need a cheap, entry-level electric vehicle. Unfortunately, if you listen to Elon Musk in Tesla's Q4 earnings call, you'll hear him say that we are not currently working on the $25,000 car. At some point, we will. We have enough on our plate right now, too much on our plate, frankly. Many markets other than America would agree with this, but here's my beef with Elon and Tesla. This year, they'll see Giga Berlin and Texas join Fremont and Shanghai. They estimate that by the end of this year, almost 2 million Tesla vehicles will be sold. In Australia, we'll hopefully see the Model Y, a full 3 years after the Americans got theirs. The Model Y will do well in Australia, but what we've also learned from the earnings call is that US deliveries of the Cybertruck have now been pushed out to 2023, a full 4 years after its unveiling. The Roadster is also being deferred to 2023, an embarrassing 5 years since its epic unveiling in November 2017. When will Australians who want these vehicles see them? 2025? 2030? Who knows? But Tesla's decision to pause its development on its $25,000 EV is the wrong one. In the next year, they're once again going to be doubling production output. That takes time and energy, no doubt, for the people who actually work in those factories. But it doesn't stop its design team from researching and developing the much needed entry-level EV. Musk made it clear in the earnings call that they're focusing their R&D efforts on getting its robot into production. Optimus humanoid robot, this thing I think is being designed actually to reduce labor costs for Tesla at its plants. They already have a lot of experience with other manufacturers' robots, with thousands already deployed in factories. And I get it, robots, they never call in sick, and they don't take vacation days. Sure, they break down, but for the outright cost of a robot, you soon make it back in a year or two when compared to human labor costs. it makes sense. But that won't help Tesla beat Toyota, Kia, Hyundai. None of them. No. If Tesla is to be successful and fulfill its mission of accelerating the world's transition to sustainable energy and transport, they need to offer a full lineup of vehicles. Take a look at Toyota. Why did they sell more than 9 million vehicles in 2021? Because they have small cars, medium cars, SUVs, utes, trucks, and more. Other car makers like Kia, Hyundai, General Motors, Volkswagen Group, Renault Group, they all sold more than 2 million vehicles each in 2021 because, again, they had choice for consumer, and importantly, the vast majority of their sales were also in that sub $40,000 segment. Yeah, I get it. Keyboard warriors, calm down. Tesla hasn't ruled out its $25,000 car yet, but it's ignoring it at its own peril. It will mean that it is going to delay production by at least 2 to 3 years. Recall just earlier about the delays I've spoken about of not only the Cybertruck, the Roadster, but also the Semi. Model 3 took a while. Sure, these things are going to become quicker to market once they get all these gigas online, but research and development isn't quick. It's complicated, it's iterative, and all that. At Battery Day, September 20, they hinted at this $25,000 EV. This must have been done knowing that they had to produce an affordable, mass-produced, high-volume electric car that has clear market demand. I want Tesla to succeed. I want to see them surpass BMW and Audi. I want them to surpass Toyota, but they won't if they don't deliver something that Australian buyers, probably worldwide buyers, can actually afford. And that is, they need the small SUV costing less than $40,000. And until they do this, they'll remain stagnant. They'll just be a bespoke car company that dreamed big but lost sight of the bigger picture. So, what do you think? Has Tesla misread the market? Have I? Comment down below. I'd really like to hear from you. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. If you have, it's a bit of a long one, so appreciate that. If you haven't already, consider subscribing, or if you want to see more content like this and behind the scenes and news that I just don't share here on YouTube, join me over here on Patreon, where you can get all this and a lot more from as little as $2.50 per month. Big awesome thank you to my producers and to all my patrons for that matter. And if you have been good yourself, you know what you can do? Continue to be good and stay green.